fucking films.
They need to edit Jar Jar out.
Erase them from history. No.
I like what they did with the Star Wars universe, where like they descended Jar Jar into fucking just pure shame. That's his canon. Is that after everything, like, you know, he's basically blamed for the rise of the Empire, and he's like just shunned by his own people, and nobody even talks to him anymore.
Episode 3, they just put him in a cloak, and they're like, all right, you're kind of in charge of Naboo. Actually, that's how bad I hated the movies. I can't even
Naboo.
Can't even remember the names.
Now, I worked at theater, like when I worked at Regal.
When that came out.
I worked at the cheap theater here in town.
All right.
And for the release of Star Wars, they said, hey, go out to Northgate and work the theater. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
It wasn't crazy.
For the Phantom Menace?
Yeah. And we
Really?
Yeah, we did the walkthrough. And I was watching the screen.
You know
I was
why?
like,
I wonder why, because that was huge across the...
You know why I don't think that it was crazy also? Is because they released the special editions and they fucking ruined that. So, you know...
Of regular Star Wars?
Of regular Star Wars, so I
they
feel
added
like
CGI into all that stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Bad CGI.
yeah.
Well, hold on now. Speaking of this, because I know we're already recording... so like I guess the introduction's gone. Actually,
No,
go ahead and do the introduction real quick. I got something to bring up.
Why don't you do that?
I don't know the introduction. I don't remember
Hey, everybody, welcome to Walking My Wheels. The podcast talks about anything, has absolutely no structure.
That's a nut grabber.
Me rolling through life with some pretty awesome friends and apparently nut grabbers. What's up, guys? Been a minute.
it. We ask first. We don't Kevin Spacey it.
Okay, here's the whole thing about Kevin Spacey. Have you seen the roles that he plays in Seven and in American Beauty? I mean, come on.
You mean in American Beauty where he gets in shape to fuck his daughter's best friend?
Yes.
That's crazy. Talk about a midlife crisis, huh?
Some actors are
just born to play slimy.
Are we forgetting that he was Kaiser Sose?
Which is one of the greatest movies of all time.
It's a great film. It's a great fucking film.
He played a cripple. That's why. You're welcome.
Shit. Fuck. Okay.
So are you just playing a cripple then?
No, he was a guy pretending to be a cripple. He was a guy pretending to be. Yeah, you do play one on TV.
I just
absolutely.
play a cripple on a podcast.
I know, right?
Absolutely.
I know. When I hang up the headphones, I just stand up and walk away.
Usually after having a podcast with the both of you, it leaves me emotionally crippled.
I turn to Forrest Gump and just start running.
Forrest Grump, more like it. You fucking crotchety old man.
I know.
But
I hate you guys. I'm leaving.
Fuck you.
Meh.
I'm not going to be able to get very far. I didn't fully recharge.
Oh, gosh.
That sucks.
See, that... when you can admit your own joke sucks.
No, I was
awesome.
referring to, your charge level.
I was referring to your joke.
That's okay. That's fine. Well, hold on. Because we were going to do this, I had a point. right before you did the intro.
So, yes, intro. Back to what you were saying.
So, Star Wars, because that's what we fucking do. The fucking special editions... The fucking special editions anger me so much because of the weird CGI.
Careful with the anger. You kind of come across as a little bit of hipstery. Oh,
let it.
Well, no. This is actually a good point because
you're coming across like Darth Vader.
Oh, wow, I'm not Kylo Ren emo though, so at least there's that.
Yeah, this is true.
Anyways,
he is kind of emo.
Let the anger
Super
flow.
Emo.
Pick up your saber, strike me down.
I am the Senate. Yeah, exactly. Thanks for the edit later. But
I don't care.
I know you don't.
This is actually going to bring up because they are re-releasing Titanic, and
like a new version.
No, they're taking the old film, but they're updating the CGI, and they're going to re-release it like remastered for its 20th anniversary.
Kate Winslet's boobs on a 4K.
You're good with that. Draw me like one of your French girls. We've seen your profile pictures before. We know how you roll at the beach, but. No, but if they're gonna there's the thing. There's a movie that was shot well, for the actual photography.
Yes.
Why don't they, and then they update the stage? They're updating the CGI. So why can't they go back and fix the fucking special editions? Why?
Because that's not where Disney's going to make their money on it.
But are you kidding me? How many copies are you going to sell of the original Star Wars trilogy?
All you need to do is make Han Solo shoot first.
And everybody would buy it.
Everybody would buy it.
Yep. Maybe take out that stupid no from Return of the Jedi.
No.
That was Return of the Jedi.
Revenge.
That was not episode 3. That was not that. I'm referring to when Vader picks up the Emperor and throws him down into the Death Star and kills him in Return of the Jedi. In the original film, he doesn't say anything. He kind of looks at Luke, he looks at the Emperor, looks back at Luke, and then goes over, picks him up, and throws him.
Yeah.
In the special editions, there's a no.
Oh, yeah, when the Emperor is Force Lightning and Luke.
Yeah. Sorry, I got that confused when...
That's what I was referring to.
I thought you were talking about...
Spit it out, come on.
Words. When he turned into Darth Vader.
No.
He went all Frankenstein.
Well, yeah, that was stupid, but you can't fix the,
Can't fix stupid.
Can't fix stupid. Yeah, episodes 1, 2, 3, you can't fix stupid. No, I'm referring to that. There's some minor tweaks because, let's face it, unless they buy Fox outright, because like 21st Century Fox, unless they buy Fox outright, they are not going to be able to re-release, and this is because of licensing, the original films.
So back to your original point.
But why can't they go back and fix that shit? Because it hurts my feelings when I watch episodes 4, 5, and 6 now when I see that shit.
When you see the updated version?
The special editions.
I have the VHSs of the 4, 5, and 6. So
do you have the THX remasters?
Yes, I do.
That's
my God, I fucking miss those. I wore the shit out of those VHSs.
I used to have those. Then I got the Blu-ray set, and I sold them to help pay rent once or something like that.
Hey.
There you go.
Thank you, McKay's.
Thank you, McKay's.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, that's what I was getting at because, well, we're obviously talking about Star Wars.
Yeah. So that's our topic for today.
Indeed.
And what?
Hashtag because Metallica.
Oh.
Hashtag your mom jokes.
Oh, gosh. So, speaking of Metallica, have you seen the new, not new, but the Punisher commercial?
No.
Done Punisher for Netflix, the TV series?
Yeah.
They line up like the gunshots with the Metallica one. It's fucking amazing. It's an amazing trailer. The editing in it is just on point.
I have to check that out.
Yeah, definitely. But okay, back to Star Wars. So less than a month.
We have coming up to The Last Jedi.
Yep.
Absolutely. I have my tickets. I actually bought the poster that came with it.
Yeah,
purchasing
very cool.
early. Good quality. It wasn't like this rolled up piece of paper. They sent it in a flat envelope.
How big is it?
Like 12 by 16 or 12
by
by
16.
It's legit. I'll show you all after.
Cool.
So it's a movie poster. Probably never going to hang it up, but
I'll just take it from you. It's okay.
Much better quality. Only if you're going to get a frame for it. I'm not just going to put it so it just sits somewhere.
Yeah, I'm going to get a frame. For
Okay,
it.
there we go. We're good. You can have it.
Yeah.
Star Wars artwork.
I haven't bought my ticket yet because we're going to be out of town, and if the
Gotcha.
Thursday night show gets sold out and I don't go out of town, I had that Friday off, so I'll go watch it in town Friday.
Yeah, you're going to miss the work Christmas party and Star Wars both in the same weekend. I don't know what to say.
I'll be in Universal. I'll be just fine.
Yeah.
He won't be.
And I will watch it. I'll watch it at City Walk at their IMAX theater.
Either that or you have to go to Disney to their theater.
I could do that too.
Because I'm sure they'll have it there. I would buy the tickets in advance, to be honest.
Yeah. I just need to make sure that we get it ironed out.
Yeah.
This week I'm buying the tickets.
That'd be weird if Universal has a Disney movie playing there.
No, it's
probably not.
Just saying.
Well, here's the funny thing
The
about
irony.
that.
The irony.
Disney bought out Marvel. Universal Studios in Florida has a whole Marvel area. They have Hulk.
You are right.
Yeah, so
Yep.
They probably have to license that out.
yeah.
Yeah. They're all friends at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
You get this, we get this. We're just getting everybody in Florida.
Yeah. Sony releasing Spider-Man to Marvel, to put them in those movies. They're making money on that. So
Yeah.
it's a win-win for everybody.
Right. I'm excited about it. The thing that kind of, everybody's worried about just because of Episode 7 is it going to be a rehash of Empire Strikes Back?
I don't care if it is. Empire Strikes Back's amazing.
Yeah, but if it's the same movie, would
that.
you not be a little bit upset?
But here's what I don't understand. People...
I don't think it will be the same movie.
And this is what doesn't upset me. It just drives me crazy about people. Yes, it had some tendencies to feel like A New Hope. But The Force Awakens was like A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi all wrapped up into one. And something we've never seen, somebody actually going through with killing somebody, And then there's that whole...
somebody important. somebody important killing
like a
somebody
main
important.
canon character. You
and
know?
then the thing about
A beloved character.
Arguably
And
one
I
of
read
the
a
most popular.
Yeah, I read a fan fiction about how Han was the one that turned the lightsaber on because Kylo was like,
he couldn't do it himself.
Yeah, please help me.
Let me ask you this: would it upset you guys if Lando made an appearance?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Because he did in Empire.
It would only bother me if
it's the same thing. He sells him out to Kylo.
exactly.
He got nothing I could do. He got here right before you. Let me have some Colt 45.
Rey, there's still time to save Rey.
Lies, deception.
Lies, deception.
Yeah, we're gonna do it every week, everybody.
Are you here?
Every week.
I just think that it's going to be. I just think this movie is going to be a big twist. I mean,
I think so. I hope so.
That we're not looking.
Well, I'm going to say here's what like I have high hopes just because apparently Disney has enough faith in him, Rian Johnson, that he. Or is it Ryan Johnson? I don't remember how it's pronounced. Either way.
Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Johnson. They have enough faith in Mr. Johnson that they gave him his own trilogy.
Yeah, whole trilogy.
Yeah, past episode 9.
Past episode 9.
In the Star Wars universe
trilogy.
with no Skywalkers. Or if the Skywalkers are in it, they're going to be like a secondary behind-the-scenes character.
Well, yeah.
Like as they're just mentioned in it.
But do you think they're going to focus on Kylo and... Because we're just starting
that's
to really fall in love with
Skywalker blood lineage.
Yeah, that's... Skywalker lineage is not going to be a part of this at all.
Yeah, but Rey doesn't necessarily mean it's Skywalker lineage.
Well, let's see. We don't know that yet.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's going to be... here's the thing, like... And I also thought it with Gareth Edwards when he did Rogue One. Because that movie... Fuck, that movie was amazing.
It was so much better
so
than... I
good.
left and I went, oh, is this possibly my favorite? Is this possibly my favorite? Because it was done so very well.
It was done well. It was a resolution. There was nothing to leave you hanging. You're not expecting another one. So a whole movie, it touched everything.
And in my opinion,
it
elevated the franchise. It made episode 4 have that much more weight. Because, you know, when you first see it and there's the character development and everything, you know, you don't have any concept of, like, how evil the Empire is or how evil Vader is. Like, I feel like...
After watching Rogue One and then the opening scene of when he, like, comes in there and is killing all the people on Leia's ship, you're like...
Yeah.
Okay, now I know why he's so pissed off.
And how he's just, like, walking in there and why he's like, no, you're a member of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor.
Yeah.
You know, why does he know that? You know, how... And why is very specific, but also... Think how much more weight it adds to how powerful Luke must have actually been, even though he wasn't fully trained in Empire. If he was able to at least carry on a fight for the length that he did, compared to what the fuck he did at the end of Rogue One. Holy shit!
Yeah,
like that was like terrifying. Like gives you chills. You know, I can watch that scene over and over again.
Absolutely.
And then also to fight at the end of Return of the Jedi, like how much more powerful he was at that point. You know, Luke was.
Yeah.
You know, when he actually became a Jedi. That completed his training. It adds so much more weight to the trilogy. I thought that was a great film. I actually thought that they were going to give it Gareth Edwards his own trilogy after that because I was like, that was masterfully done. He did a movie in the Star Wars universe that felt very different.
Does it come down to directing or just the writing? Because at the same time, I mean, you can direct an awesome movie, but just have shit for writing. You got nothing to work with. That's why half of these
It's just a combination of everything on that.
Half of these like
the dude deserves his own Star Wars trilogy, or to do or have his own like Star Wars stories. You know, the one-off movies.
Yeah, I think he deserves another one-off movie, if nothing else.
Oh, absolutely.
I want a Vader movie. I'm not gonna lie.
We just had one. We had 6 of them.
No, I'm talking about.
You're talking about the Vader between
Revenge 3 and 4.
Yeah, between 3 or 4 prior to Rogue One. You're wanting, like, you know, Vader being a fucking badass.
Killing children. You want the killing children Vader. You want to see that whole transition. I don't know. I
want a better transition. I want a more in-depth Vader story.
Well, he thought his girlfriend died. I mean, that was it. That's what pushed him over.
No, he thought he killed her.
Died, killed her. Tomato.
Right. It's a little bit different. I mean, Rebels kind of did a good thing there. Actually, random as hell. We went to Hallmark the other day.
On a Walking in My Wheels podcast?
No.
Never.
We went to a Hallmark the other day, and We went to the one at
and I
Oak
just
Park
saw this
Mall, like the
lovely
Oaktown
card.
Center.
I saw this lovely card with flowers in
Shut
front of
the
you.
fuck up. Hold on a second. The owner's niece is married to the voice of Anakin Skywalker on the Clone Wars and Rebels.
No way.
Yeah. She's like, we're married into, like, she married this actor, and I was like, well, what has he done? And that's what he does. He's the voice of Anakin Skywalker.
And you're like, I'm going to go down on you right now.
I was like, oh, shit. Like, she's like, they had and she clearly didn't give a shit about Star Wars, which she's like, yeah, they had those guys in the white uniforms at their wedding and stuff. And I was just like, oh my God. What the fuck? Random.
You know how epic that would be to have like a Empire-esque wedding? Derek.
Nope.
So, Derek, well, I'm going to ask you, you should probably do that. And you do have because I know kind of a little bit of your plan. You know, you can tie Scarif into it. I mean, location. Let's work with this guy. Let's work with this. Sorry for the person who's listening to this
so
out
when
there.
she's
That we're
walking
ruining
down
your
the
big
aisle,
day.
just play Darth Vader. Dun, 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 dun. No, man, I ain't going to go over it all.
No, absolutely not.
No.
I was just trying to help
Thank you. I
out
appreciate
here.
that. I appreciate
No
that.
problem. No problem. Just trying to set you off on the right foot.
Oh, shit.
You know.
Thank you.
But
So,
no problem.
So we actually were talking earlier before the podcast started about podcast started about
Podcast.
Reboots of movies and stuff like that.
Right. Well, that's because
reboots of franchises.
well, I mean, Star Wars is a reboot, and you know, a lot of people bitched about Episode 7, you know, being too much like the original ones. Well, there's a lot of everything's reboots now.
I don't know if it's good. See, I don't know if I put Star Wars in that reboot category specifically
because it is a new story.
It is,
and it's a continuation.
Brand new characters, yes.
But some people were saying it's practically a reboot just because of how close it was to the original series.
Hipsters,
yeah. Well,
because
indeed.
they can complain about it.
Everybody likes to complain about it. You know, it was all the Vice writers that were, you know, out there bitching about stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Kylo prepared for his role by listening to a lot of My Chemical Romance.
Well played.
Thank you.
It was probably more the Deer Hunter.
Oh.
Yeah, it was that emo. Anyways.
Dude, I'm getting lost in your fucking screensaver behind your head on the TV. It's like places where I want to be in the world. Thank you.
Yeah, and it's
Sorry about
distracting
that.
because it's much more interesting than your conversation. Damn.
That's
My
weird
bad.
because you're doing most of the conversating yourself. So
Indeed.
yeah. So okay. So reboots.
Reboots, indeed.
Yep. So do we like them? Do we hate them? What do you think?
I
think some franchises don't need to be rebooted. You need to leave it alone.
Yeah, leave it the fuck alone.
Or if you don't leave it alone, do what Star Trek did. Use the same characters, but go down a different timeline where you can use the same characters but write totally different
It's like
stories.
create a universe, like a new universe within, you know,
Just stories using
Change
the
the
same
canon.
characters.
Right.
right, alternate universe
Because, you know-
timelines, like Marvel and stuff did it a lot with comics and stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just thought it was great how they spun it.
Well, yeah, but they were able to go through time and change history. Not all universes can do that. You know, you can't have like Speed 3. It's the movie Speed 3, and they go so fast. Back to the Future and go and change time. The bus goes so fast.
That would probably
When
be
this
a good
bus
movie,
hits
though.
88 miles an hour, you're going to see some serious shit.
Right?
But you'd have to have Keanu doing it.
It's definitely got to be Keanu.
Yeah.
He says, "Whoa,
Pop quiz, asshole. Pop quiz, asshole. When this bus hits 88 miles an hour, what are you going to see? Some
He steps out.
serious
That
Sure.
sounds like a pretty damn good movie.
Mr. Anderson." Wrong movie. Wrong movie.
They go through the
And then they call it Back to the Matrix.
Oh, my God. I know Kung Fu.
Whoa.
Except he goes through time with a phone booth.
Absolutely. Then he winds up in hell.
I know.
Bogus Journey-esque.
Exactly. Hanging out with Mozart.
You got to go to the Circle K. Got to go to the Circle K.
Definitely got to go to Circle K.
Fucking A. Well, no, there's some things that like I just feel like they shouldn't be rebooting. Like, the ones that a lot of the comic movies have rebooted the series like multiple times. They're like, oh shit, we fucked up. We need to redo this. Like Spider-Man.
How many times are the public going to allow them to reboot before they just stop spending money on it?
How many times did they reboot Spider-Man? 3?
I think it was 3 reboots.
And then they rebooted the Hulk. The first one, he looked like a Jell-O mold in the first one, man.
I think that was 3 different actors went through on Hulk, right?
Eric Bana was the first Hulk. Edward Norton Jr. was the second Hulk. That actually is in
The Incredible Hulk.
Yes,
The Incredible Hulk. Yeah,
that's who I liked. The movie The Incredible Hulk,
where he fought Doomsday in Harlem.
Yes,
right.
Yeah. So that movie is referenced in the Avengers. So that's actually what Marvel recognizes as part of what's going on. The one that Eric Bana did is just a movie. When his dad was a cloud or something, whatever it was. Just something dumb.
Something dumb like that, right? Right. Gotcha. Was that the Lion King?
He was a fart. He was just a fart.
Yeah.
That was the Lion King, wasn't it? I got you. Simba. So stupid. No, yeah,
totally.
That was rebooted a bunch. And what else did they reboot? A whole shitload.
Superman.
Oh my god, what they had to.
Well, the Superman's only had 1 reboot though, no 2, because you had.
Well, the original actors didn't do it anymore. Well, I can't make a cripple joke. I'm crippled, so I can make a cripple joke.
We weren't.
Yeah, we weren't talking about that.
We weren't talking about that.
Yeah,
little jetpacks.
A little sensitive.
Little jetpacks on his wheelchair,
like R2D2.
Yeah, that was cheesy. I didn't like that.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I know, really.
It's like
use those in episode 1. Use it in episode 1. You can't use it through the rest of the fucking series.
Yeah, seriously.
How much easier you could have made life.
Hopefully they use it in episode 8. It'd be really funny if they did, because they'll just throw the whole thing off.
Everybody would be pissed.
Everybody would be so angry. I feel like they should do it just to piss people off, because that's kind of funny.
Yeah, because that's what you want to do as a movie franchise, is piss off the Star Wars fans.
Come on. They've already pissed off the core. They're selling to kids now. It's all good. New generation attained.
It's
all good.
No, it's still selling to us, though. We're still buying the shit.
Absolutely. Take my fucking money.
I know.
All of it.
I bought my tickets 2.5 months in advance. I'm not excited at all.
No.
Hey, just wait until they do the Star Wars hotel and everything down at Disney. So
Yeah, take more of my money.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Even though they redid Superman, what the hell was the one? It was a quick reboot. I think it was it Superman Returns?
With Kevin Spacey.
With Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor. Oh, you're so relevant, Kevin Spacey.
I know, right?
Thank you. Thank you.
Lois Lane had the kid, and there was all questions if it was Superman's kid or not. Because that's when he left Earth to find Krypton. And didn't find anything.
Yeah, probably would have known if he came out through her stomach without even asking. Roar! I'm done.
Just burst out like in the movie Alien.
God, it's like movie.
Yeah.
Right?
But that movie was horrible. That movie was absolute trash. And I remember I even saw it in IMAX 3D, and even that didn't save that film. It was a bad movie.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. 10 worst movie remakes of all time. Going down.
Was this an article written by Vice?
Man, you hate Vice, don't you?
They're such a bunch of whiny bastards.
Keep talking about
not Vice News. I'm referring to, Vice, just like Vice proper, like the editorial articles. It's just written by a bunch of hipsters that hate everything. Like, Star Wars isn't that good. Like, this album really sucked. Like, all you guys really who enjoyed the stuff in the 90s, you're garbage. We were born in 98, and we like to talk shit kind of people. That's literally all Vice is, most of the time.
The Pink Panther. Footloose. Yeah, dude, I couldn't believe they remade Footloose. The original. I remember watching the original when I was a kid. I freaking loved it. Soundtrack and everything. Not at all. I don't care what anybody says. You can laugh at me all that you want. The original Footloose with Kevin Bacon is the shit.
That should not have been fucked with at all.
There's a lot of things
they rebooted that, and it was just totally.
What about Disney doing all the live action movies? You know how they took.
I have no issue with that. Jungle Book was fantastic. Beauty and the Beast was very good too.
They're doing Lion King set to release next year
with Jon Favreau, also a molester apparently. touches people. He got convicted, or not convicted, but accused.
This is turning into the molester episode. We've talked a lot about Kevin Spacey,
right?
Kevin Spacey films.
He didn't give him enough space.
It was so bad, bro.
So bad.
Space.
You know how I know you're a dad?
That was my dad joke.
Yeah, that was a dad joke and a half, man.
Oh gosh,
that was a proud dad of 3.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh my god. So, are you having trouble reading the list? Like, what's going on here?
There's just stuff that I'd never really even cared to see anyways. Bad News Bears. They redid that with what's his head?
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, which it was all right.
I feel like if you had to replace Walter Matthau.
Psycho, they redid Psycho. I remember that. It was a bad reboot.
Yeah.
So keep talking.
Well,
I want dead air.
The Batman, I know y'all may like the Dark Knight series, but I did not.
I like the Dark Knight series because I think that they went down a different direction. Okay, I get it. Tim Burton Batman is great, but it's a different...
No. I disagree with that. I disagree with it. I thought they were good, but great, no. It looked too cartoony for me. Even back then, I thought it was cool, but it just... Nope, didn't really work for me. Especially when you got to Batman 4 with Mr. Freeze. Ugh.
Yeah, but that was at that point. It was like almost like another
Batman
reboot.
and Robin. It was so bad, dude.
Batman and Robin was garbage.
Remake of Clash of the Titans, horrible.
Batman Forever was only
I like
good
the remake of
because
Clash of the Titans.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
No shit, really?
Yeah, the Wrath of the Titans, the second one to that I did not like. But I did like the remake of Clash of the Titans.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know why you would feel that way, but I'll let you have it.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. No, I love the second one, the first one so much.
Going back to Batman, cartoony, what you're talking about, the Tim Burton thing. If you look at the Batman villains in the comics, it can't be set in real time like the Christian Bale Batman, like Clayface, Two-Face. I mean, all that stuff. It's just it has to be cartoony.
Maybe that's why DC's...
If you remove Chris O'Donnell and the nipples and Alicia Silverstone from the last 2 movies of Batman and Robin, and then Batman Forever.
Yeah.
I think they would have done a whole lot better. It's like if you go back to the 60s Batman, because that's what we have to base it off of. Everybody was like larger than life.
Put
it's
it
like,
in its time.
Yeah, so I mean, I thought Arnold being Mr. Freeze and the whole get up and everything, I thought it was a great throwback to the 60s Batman.
No, because the dialogue was just bad.
We're not talking about dialogue. I'm just talking about the villains itself.
We're talking about the movie.
Right.
Batman and Robin felt like Batman on ice.
And another
it felt like it was like it didn't feel
where it was on ice.
Well,
and
that's
he
the thing.
shot one of the people into a goal, and it shut on him. Shaw, what are you doing?
I mean, no, it really felt
Come
like
on.
Batman on ice. If you really think about it,
was though.
It literally felt like a live action show. For like the kitsch of it. For me,
it was bad. I liked the first one, and then after those, I was just like, didn't really care for it. But
dude, the second one with Catwoman and the Penguin, and you had Christopher Walken.
Yeah, no, the second one was good, but but the only thing with that movie that really threw that whole fucking movie off with me is the Penguin's death sequence with the giant penguin funeral. That part was a little weird for me. Just saying.
It was. And the worst thing is to have an argument with somebody where they say Jack Nicholson's Joker was better than Heath Ledger's Joker. That literally wants to make me like stab them.
I think Heath Ledger's Joker was really good for the universe that it was in. I think he did an extremely good job with it. I liked him better than Jack Nicholson's Joker within Tim Burton. But at the same time, my favorite Joker is
Luke Skywalker.
Mark Hamill. He has Arkham in the middle.
It does count.
It does absolutely. It counts.
It's a cartoon. You can't. It doesn't count. I'm talking about live action playing the character where you can visually see him, not a cartoon. It's a different.
How much of acting though is inflection and shit? I mean, honestly.
No, I get what you're saying. I just don't group them together. I think it's like comparing apples to oranges.
I think that there's more acting in the animated series than there was for some of the live action stuff. Honestly,
I did not care for Jared Leto's Joker. I did not care for Heath Ledger's Joker. Just didn't care for it.
You didn't like Heath Ledger's Joker?
Nope.
Wow.
We've had this conversation before, and I feel like it always surprises you.
It does.
He didn't like it. He didn't like the realistic
I feel like
universe.
You should change your mind between last conversation and next conversation.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't like that Batman universe.
No, it's not
he can't always agree with you, Derek. I don't know how to tell you this
at all.
All right. Well, if you don't know what truth is, then you don't know what truth is.
Everything's got to be your way, man.
With pretty much, yes.
Yeah.
Cripple cards.
Yeah, all day, every day.
I'm crippled. Agree with me.
I'm crippled. Agree with me.
Sorry, buddy. I'm not going to agree with you on this.
Yeah. But, what do you... Yeah.
I mean, there was nothing that saved that whole trilogy for me. Nothing at all. Bane had some good one-liners in the last movie. Take back your city. I don't know. I just didn't like any of it.
All right. You're entitled.
He is entitled.
Yeah.
He's not
I'm not
entitled, apparently.
I'm not entitled. I have the right of my own opinion. I'm not entitled.
Okay.
You're entitled to your own opinion.
Clarify that now.
No. There's no entitlement.
I was just waiting for this is America. This is America.
I don't know. Why are you wearing that red hat, bro?
Shit.
Why are you shooting that gun into the air?
You could take your Che Guevara t-shirt and get the fuck off my lawn.
Nice.
Indeed. No, okay, yeah, but the whole entire the film reboot thing, why are have we just ran out of ideas though?
I think
ask The Rock. He hasn't, because he's going to release Rampage, like the video game.
Oh
movie.
my god, that is going to be amazing.
Now,
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Jumanji reboot, and it's set to come out, I think, next month.
I'll be surprised if that's good. Yeah, you're rebooting a Robin Williams flick.
No, but it's totally different, because apparently the game board is found, but nobody plays it. It's put on a shelf, so it morphs itself into a video game. And instead of it coming to your universe, you get sucked into the video game.
So Tron.
So it's totally different than the Robin Williams Jumanji.
It's Tron Jumanji edition
because it's magic.
I see that, but like the characters, like a chick gets sucked into the game, but she ends up a guy.
Speaking of Tron, sorry, I want to get back to Jumanji.
Yeah,
I loved the new Tron movie.
I never saw the new Tron movie.
The story was a little weak. The story was a little weak, but it's just visually amazing. And Olivia Wilde
that would hurt my eyes after a while.
No, it's not that.
The lack of color, or just the contrast between
you haven't seen it.
There's everybody in black, and then they're going to have stripes.
I haven't seen it. You got to watch the movie before you can make that comment.
Okay.
There we go. Lack of knowledge.
This coming from the guy that had that full conversation about Fantastic Beast after clearly not even fucking watching the movie. So just saying, go fuck yourself. Like 2 weeks later, he's like, I watched Fantastic Beasts again, and you're right.
For all the people that don't know what we're talking about, refer to episode 3 or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so long ago.
Let
it go, my friend.
No.
Let it go.
We're your friends. We're supposed to
listen. The cold never bothered me anyway.
Oh gosh, you could have placed that better.
No.
Frozen 2 is coming out next year.
Well played, sir.
Well played.
Next December, I think Frozen 2 is coming out.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Perfect time of year to build a snowman.
Yeah, that's what I hear because it's snowy.
Wow. Just wow.
Just makes no sense.
You make no sense.
I feel like in this podcast, in this podcast we've been trying to get somewhere with it, and then we just kind of backtrack.
No, it's all just about
movies, a Paul Abdul song.
It's all about movies, movies, and respecting.
That was good. That was a good poll. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
you were saying
nothing.
Okay,
nothing at all.
We basically base this, podcast. It's like we live this podcast in K-turns.
Yes, we do. We just keep turning around.
Absolutely.
You said you wanted to go back to Jumanji.
Yes, go ahead.
You said you wanted to go back to Jumanji.
Yeah, I wanted you to finish what you were saying about it.
I was done talking about it.
Okay, well, they're rebooting Jumanji. I don't think it's going to be as good as we want it to be, but you said The Rock is in it?
Yeah.
who was good. At least it's not.
How was the? You know what I didn't see was King Kong.
I'm sorry?
King Kong was another one they rebooted a couple of times, like multiple times.
The last one was good. The last one was really good, actually.
Yeah, with this Return to Skull Island or whatever.
Skull Island, yeah.
That was good. I liked the first one when with Jack Black in it when they went back to
the
the Peter Jackson one.
Yeah,
man, they made that movie way too long. That movie would have been great if it was like, about an hour shorter. That shit was so long.
And if you didn't have the last line in it, like he died for love or something like that.
Yeah.
It was just cheesy as hell.
It was
Where's
good,
Jack
though.
Black been anyways? What has he done lately?
He's going to be in Jumanji.
Oh, okay. There we go.
He is the Warlock. He's been doing a lot of just the Tenacious D stuff and touring and stuff like that. He's been kind of in low key for a while.
Yeah.
So.
Well, he's very good at playing the same role.
Yeah, playing Jack Black.
Yeah.
He was really good.
Like Adam Sandler plays Adam Sandler.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was just talking about that yesterday.
Who else? What's the guy from Dodgeball?
Ben Stiller.
He can dodge a wrench.
No, the other guy.
Yes, talks fast.
The tall guy who plays.
Yeah, he was also
the same character and everything. He was in the breakup with Jennifer Aniston. Yeah, Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, when she walked by with a butt. That's all I remember of that movie. Jennifer Aniston walking by naked. That's all I remember.
Gotcha.
I actually watched that movie and I hated it because at the end I was just angry. I just watched a couple just fight and just, gosh. And I was just like, oh, I'm going through this. It's weird.
It's weird.
It was weird for me.
It was fucking Inception, man.
Oh, God.
Because there's no resolution, right? Except, like,
they bump into each other at the end. They're like, you good? Okay, you good? You good? Okay. All right, bye. And it's just like, yeah, it was bad.
Is there something weird? I was actually thinking about, you ever, like, watch a movie and, like, you're experiencing something? I was watching Inception on the plane out to Seattle, and then I forgot that a good chunk of the movie is in a dream while on a plane.
Oh, yeah.
And I had passed out, like, in the middle of the movie, too, and woke up, and, like, I was like, well, this is fucking weird.
Maybe you're still in level 2. Spin a top.
Maybe, yeah, spin a top. I don't have a top around,
So, all right, what's your theory?
On what?
Is he dreaming still, or is he awake?
I think it doesn't matter. I think that was
not
the point.
The question. Focus.
The movie hurt my head. I don't care.
Oh, yeah. You're not that smart. So.
Oh, shit.
I'm kidding.
Wow.
I'll let him have that. His legs don't work.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's true.
That's fair.
You can't take that kind of shit from somebody 2P sitting down now. Damn. Again. Anyways.
Touche.
Anyways, is he awake or no? Is he living his real life, or is he still in a dream?
I think he's awake.
I think he's in a dream.
I think he's in a dream, too.
I think he's awake.
What makes you think that? Because the top at the end almost fell. But you don't know.
You don't know, but at the same time, it felt like that's the way.
For part 2.
The way, like, for me, it was the way that, like, like they come out of it, when they wake up in the plane. That's the part that seems a little bit more, like, tangible. But ultimately for me, the way I felt it is it doesn't matter. Because what's real and what he's just, at that point, he's, as far as his brain is concerned, he goes back home and he just wants to be happy. So he's okay at that point with whether it's real or not, because he spun the top and he didn't wait around to see what it did. He just walked away. He walked towards his kids. He doesn't care. That's
he doesn't want to wake up from that.
Right.
Which means it's a dream.
Well, regardless, I think that my whole entire thing is that at that point he just doesn't care. That's my thing. It doesn't matter at that point. Because whatever is your reality is your reality.
Oh, that's kind of a weird thing to say, though. Whatever your reality is your reality. Doesn't mean it's real.
Indeed. But what is real?
Oh, gosh, here we go.
But that's the kind of movie it is. What the fuck?
Yeah, but you're not answering anything. You're answering a question with a question.
Not at all. I'm saying it doesn't. I don't. No, not at all. That is not what the fuck.
Then what is reality? Reality is what you make of it. What is reality?
What are you, fucking Confucius?
Confucius say, "Man with hand in pocket feel cocky all day."
Oh
yes.
Gosh, we just
Do you remember any of those jokes? Like,
no.
Confucius say, "Good for girl to meet boy in park, better for boy to park meet girl." Sorry.
No.
Fucking like dad jokes.
Third grade.
Indeed. That's like when I fucking heard those jokes.
Reminded me of those diarrhea jokes for back in the day.
When you're climbing up a ladder.
When you hear something splatter, diarrhea.
When you're sitting in a pool.
Just do the whole thing. Sing the whole thing right now. Come on. Don't be afraid.
When you're sitting in a pool and you feel something cool. Come on.
You're sliding it home and your pants feel full of foam.
Just made that up.
What the fuck? I never heard that one before. That's amazing.
Gosh. All right, guys, we're done with this.
Okay, yeah, we're done. Cut this shit off. This is bad.
All right, anything you want to say before we go? Oh, we're going to see Star Wars.
People that like the Christian Bale Batmans are dumb fucks. There you go.
Oh, no, he didn't. Don't.
I did.
He had to insult. You insulted his intelligence. He has to insult everybody else's intelligence.
All right, then just everybody who's listening, remember the source.
Got to consider the source, son.
Consider the source.
Okay, so anything else you want to add? Next conversation will be about Star Wars. So we're gonna
really.
The next conversation will be after Thanksgiving. So everybody needs to enjoy your family time. Do whatever you do. You know, go hug somebody. So tell them you love them. Hashtag be love.
Hashtag be love. Anything you want to add? A little snickerdoodle over there.
Hashtag because Metallica.
Oh, thank you. Much appreciated.
Hashtag music from the elder.
No, don't do that.
There you go.
For some reason,
you just have some shit. I don't understand how you can fucking have so much shit about Kiss when you're like, Twisted Sister was awesome.
One album of Twisted Sister.
So there's like a couple of good Kiss albums.
Maybe.
Yeah.
No, there's a couple of good Kiss songs.
No, there's about
oh my God, we're done.
5 good albums.
Thank you for listening, everybody.
Goodbye.
I always remember, even a speed bump can be a jump.
Just because you think it's not good doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah, you're not always right.
Yeah.
Sorry to inform you. Deception!
Thank you for supporting Walking in My Wheels. You can listen to us on iTunes, Google Play, and YouTube. Also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. If you have something to say, email us at walkinginmywheels@gmail.com. Keep being awesome people and hashtag be love.